Hello, Instagram. Instagram. So, first of all, I hope you guys are well. I hope you all doing good. Let's give a few seconds for everybody to enter the room. And yes, Arnon is in the house. Instagram. Okay, here we go. Girolamo. Hey, Italy. Italy's in the house. Good to see you. Yes. So I'm excited about this live today because I am coming to you from a very different location. I'm coming from a different space. Normally, I come to you guys live from the Netherlands, from Holland, but I am not in Holland. I am actually in Belgium, and I'm working with a very cool client, one of the business owners that I've been coaching and mentoring and training for 3 to 4 years now. And we've done incredibly well. You know, we've grown his business. His business, when we started working together, was doing about 2 million euros. His main business is now doing around 6 million. And his main business is doing about 6 million a year now. And we've just started a new business, a spin-off from his main business, which is now in its first year of trading. And we're going to break 1 million euros in the first year. So very exciting. So I'm actually in Belgium. And what's really interesting is actually I'm going to show all of you guys. I'm in a very interesting spot because my client that I'm working with, you guys can see this, he is a table tennis champion. So you can see he's a table tennis Belgium champion. So he's given me this space for a moment to talk to you guys and come to you live. So what is the topic of today? The topic of today is all about taking charge of your business, taking charge of your life, taking charge over your shitty and bad habits. So let's dive right into it. So first of all, let's talk about taking charge. By the way, if you guys can hear me, just give me a thumbs up. So I know you can hear me, you're connected, and that you are getting me live and you can hear me nice and loud and clear. Just give me a thumbs up if you guys can hear me and if you are connected. So I know that I am not talking to the wall. Okay, let's see. Very good. Yeah. Got some messages coming in. Good. Just give me a thumbs up, guys. Just give me a thumbs up so I know you can hear me. Yeah. Let me see. Okay. Very cool. Okay, good. So let's talk about taking charge. So first of all, very important, when I say taking charge, what does taking charge mean? For the last year, we've been in a pandemic. The world is upside down. Things are 180 degrees. And one of the things that I've noticed is all these politicians are great at being political, but they're not great at being leaders. And a leader needs to take charge of themselves, take charge of the business, take charge of their lives. And so when I say taking charge, what do I actually mean? First of all, I mentioned this a moment ago. A lot of people forget the most important thing you need to take charge of is yourself. And so identifying who you are today, but more importantly, who do you want to become tomorrow, you got to take charge over yourself because nothing just happens. So the first thing I want to provoke or I want to share with every single one of you is, taking charge over yourself, over your emotions, over your feelings, over your mindset, over your behaviors, over your self-sabotage. We all self-sabotage ourselves, some more than others and in every different shape or form, but we all have self-sabotaging habits. And so we've got to take charge over ourselves. We've got to own not only who we are, but most importantly, who we want to become. Excuse me. So that's really important, taking charge of ourselves, of our own lives. You know, a lot of people, I was saying this earlier to my client and his team, doing some coaching and some training in the office. And I said, right now, the world is split into two groups. And 50% are in the space of, let's make shit happen. Let's, move forward. Let's get aggressive. Let's take market share. Let's play the game. Let's step up. Who cares about Corona? Let's find a way to grow and succeed. That's the first 50%. The other 50% are very much in a space of hiding, retreating, let's wait till this situation gets better. And they're sitting in a corner covered up with a blanket, waiting for things to improve. And so we've all been dealt pretty much the same deck of cards. But taking charge means you are actually taking control and charge of how you play that deck of cards. So that's the first thing I want to share with you guys. The second thing that's really important for me when I talk about taking charge is taking charge of your tribe, taking charge of your family. And I'm not saying taking charge of, you got to, take charge of the way they behave or the way they think. I'm not talking about controlling people. I'm talking about leading. And for me, leadership is so important because, we spoke about politicians right now. Politicians are great at politics, but I'm noticing more and more that they are terrible leaders. They're not taking charge of their growth, the country's growth, business owners who are struggling, suffering right now. And so in all, I feel very disappointed, me personally, with the lack of leadership that I'm seeing. And that's one thing that's so painful for me. Paulo, good to see you. Yeah, good to see you, Manish. Thank you for joining. One of the key things that I see, which is very painful, is that people are not taking charge of their lives. And we're feeling this on a global effect, going back to the leadership, going back to the politicians. I don't see politicians really leading, taking charge of the situation. So just a sad fact that I'm feeling as a business owner, business leader. Okay, good to have you here, my yogi friend. Thank you for joining. So what are a few things you can do? I want to share with you 3 things that I believe are critical and so important if you're going to take charge of your business, of your relationships, of your life, of yourself. 3 very important things. Number one is realizing that you and only you are responsible for the results in your life. You're responsible for the good, the bad, and the ugly. Okay? A lot of people blame others. They blame the government, they blame the environment, they blame the weather, they blame their dog, their cat, they blame everyone else, but they don't own their situation. So very important. First thing I want to share with you guys is you've got to take charge and you've got to own your own success. You've got to own your failures. You've got to own your life. Very important. Good to see you, Mr. Ivan. Yes, good to have you here. Now, so the first thing we've got to do is we've got to realize that we are in control. We're writing the story of our life. So write a good one. Okay, you got to take charge of that. Stop moaning, stop whining, stop complaining. I'm big on taking action, but before you even take action, understand that you are in complete power. You decide if you go left, decide if you go right. You are in charge. So that's the first thing I want to share. The second thing that I want to put forward is that if you want to take more control or take charge of your life and the direction of your life, so that in 10, 20, 30, 40 years from now, when you look back, you'll say, you know what? I'm proud of me. I made some good decisions. I took some risks. And you know what? They paid out and they turned out to be really good. So another thing is, if you want to take charge of your life, you got to be willing and open to take calculated, intelligent risks. I see so many people right now living from a place of fear. Oh my goodness. Fear levels are at an all-time high. I am shocked at about how fearful people are right now. And it's actually sad. Maybe it's because they read too much newspapers, or they're watching too much the news, or they're listening and surrounding themselves with people that are just fear-based and fear-driven. And as a result, it's affecting the way they're performing. And so here's the key. Rami, good to have you here, my friend. Here's the key. If you want to take charge and you want to own your life, if you want to improve things, I'm telling you right now, you've got to be careful about the information you feed to yourself. You've got to surround yourself with people that are fearless. Fearless. Okay? People that are, not being, driven by, I have to wear a mask. And, I have to, I can't breathe and I can't surround myself with people. I understand that there are rules and there are restrictions and everything, but it doesn't mean you have to stop living. Stop living. And Elisa, good to have you here. So that's the second thing I want to share. The third thing that I want to share with you, which is really important, is, and for me, this is probably the biggest ones. Again, I've spoken about this in the past. Surround yourself with can-do people. People that are taking responsibility for their lives, but people that are moving forward despite challenges, despite obstacles, despite lockdowns. Again, we can decide, are we going to be a victim or are we going to be a benefiter? Okay, a victim will always take a step back and look at a situation and say, oh, poor me, I'm so sad. My business is closed right now. It's not working. Listen, I feel your pain. I'm with you. I work with business owners. I coach business owners all over the world from so many different industries, helping them grow, helping them create wealth, helping them achieve their financial freedom, and helping them be such an important role in the business that they don't need to be in the business, if that makes sense. And so one of the key things is it's not the cards you dealt with, but it's how you play those cards. So surround yourself with people that have a can-do attitude. Sometimes I'm talking with people and I just hear how negative they are and how fear-based they are and how fear-driven they are. And it's like their whole lives sounds like a story that they're walking on eggs, especially in the last 12 months. Sometimes you just got to say, fuck it. You know what? I'm just going to walk my own path. I'm going to surround myself with positive people. And here's the key. You can't choose your family, but you can certainly choose your friends and the people you spend time with. And I'm telling you right now, from my experience, every single one of you watching this live, and some of you that are going to watch this later when it gets uploaded, every single one of you, me included, by the way, has at least one friend that you need to start loving more from a distance. Because that person is not serving you, you're not surrounding yourself with the right energy. And ultimately, Jim Rohn says, tell me who your friends are and I'll tell you who you are. If you hang around 9 drug addicts, 9 alcoholics, 9 depressed people, chances are you will become number 10. Just a fact. However, if you surround yourself with 9 hungry people, can-do attitude people, 9 successful people, 9 people who want to make a difference, make an impact, add value to the marketplace, chances are if you hang around 9 people like that, you will become number 10. And so again, I talk about this so many times, guys, but again, it keeps on coming up because it's so critical. Surround yourself with people that are going to push you forward, encourage you to move forward. They're going to encourage you to take risks. Remember, the second point was take risks, take calculated and intelligent risks. Okay? Don't be fear-based, fear-driven. Don't live in fear. Oh my goodness, what a sad way to live. They say that risk favors the bold. And fortune, let me correct myself. Fortune favors the bold. And so you got to be brave. You got to be courageous. So having said that, I am going to go back inside. Like I said, I'm working with an amazing client here. He's actually, like I showed to the viewers earlier, I'll show you guys again. He's a table tennis champion. You can see he's a ping pong champion. So this is just outside his office. He's got an amazing office. He's got these huge warehouses. Excuse me. And I've been coaching and training him for about 3-4 years now. Like I said earlier, we've taken his business from 2 million to 6 million. And now we're building a spin-off company, and we're taking, in its first year trading, we're gonna surpass €1 million revenue. So that's where I'm at. So I'm gonna go back in a moment. But before we do, I want to share with you one thing. Another key to success is get someone to coach you guys. Get someone to coach you guys. Get someone to get your mindset right. I was saying to him and his team earlier, this crisis can be one of the greatest blessings that will happen to us. Okay? If you're aggressive, if you're offensive, if you're willing to get unstuck, read the books, take action, I'm telling you, you will shine. Why? Because like I said earlier, the marketplace is split into two groups right now. 50% of the people are fear-based. They're full of fear. They retreating. I don't want to hear about it. Call me when the situation is better. That's 50% of the world right now. The other 50% are aggressive. They're making it happen. They're making the phone calls. They are bringing their products, their services, their gifts, their genius alive. And so if there's less competition, because 50% of people live in fear, that gives you a moment now where you can really make an impact. So listen, if you don't have a coach right now, if you don't have someone supporting you right now, if you don't have someone kicking your ass right now, holding you accountable, giving you a little bit of guidance, go a little bit more in this direction instead of that direction, then I'm telling you, you are doing yourself a disservice and you're playing small. So as always, I'm going to recommend a book. And this book, oh my goodness, is a life-changing book. I don't have it here. Obviously, because I'm not in my office in Holland. Like I said, I'm in Belgium right now. But this book, make sure you write this down. And I'm actually going to write it here as well. It is called Extreme. I'm writing it for you guys here so you can see it in the comment box. It's called Extreme Ownership. Extreme Ownership. And it's written by Joko Willink. Joko Willink. And it's just such a great book. So again, I don't get any commissions on these books. I just here to serve you guys and bring you some words of wisdom, golden nuggets. So listen, if you want to take charge over your life, over your business, over your success, and you want to stop being a victim, listen, you got to take ownership. And Extreme Ownership is one of those books that I highly recommend you read. So I'm going to leave the ping pong space. I'm going to go back to the office. I'm going to wish you all an amazing day, a fantastic week. Thanks for all checking in and being here with me. I hope you guys got at least one small piece of value today. And until next week, Wednesday, we've got another amazing session coming to you. Next time, I promise, I'll probably be in a better location. As you can see, I'm all suited and booted because I'm working with some amazing clients today. So next week, Wednesday, make sure you tune in. Make sure you hear. And by the way, I know I've got a lot of messages about Bitcoin and what's going on with Bitcoin. Listen, guys, exciting times. We're in a dip. So people ask me, what am I doing? I'm buying right now. So just wanted to share that because I know I got a lot of questions about Bitcoin and Ethereum, which is about to explode, by the way, Cardano. Just want to share that because I know some of you are watching and you've been bombarding me with your Bitcoin messages. But exciting times ahead. So listen, take charge. Get the book, Extreme Ownership, and I want to wish you all a great day and a wonderful week. Till then, next week, be great, stay safe, and stay strong.